Alright guys, I'm doing another DUI. This time I'm going to be changing out all of the interior lights and the trunk lid and license plate lights to LEDs. I bought the LEDs off Amazon. There's actually a company, Worldwide Remotes. They sell a whole kit just for the Corolla. They advertise it for the, I believe, not the current gen, but the 2009 to 2012 models, but it does work with the 9th generation Corolla, which is what I'm in right now. So mine's a 2006. This applies for 2003 all the way up to 2008. But it should be the same procedure for any car. You just need to look up the specific light bulb sizes that your car may take. But the same procedure. So right here, this is the kit that I got. They labeled them for me, which is helpful. These are the dome lights. The dome light, for those of you who don't know, is the light that goes up right here. And of course the license plate lights. And trunk one. And then the map lights, which are located on this vehicle under the rear view mirror. Alright, so let's see how these fit in here. Alright, so here we're changing the map light. You can see I took my rear view mirror off. All you have to do is to unscrew this star bolt right here, and it just comes right off. The reason I took it off is because I wanted it to be easier to get around this. I tried taking the bulbs out with it on there, and it felt like I was going to break something. Because when the bulbs sit in the housing, they're inside there, where you actually grab to pull it out, and my fingers are too big to pull them out. You have to have very small fingers though, because I have like kind of small to average size hands, and I couldn't get in there. I even tried pliers or anything. So what I ended up doing was getting a screwdriver. You put it in the side right here, and get to the tiny, I don't know if you can see it, the part where the wedge actually goes in there. You have to get your screwdriver in there, put it in there, and kind of pry it out. It feels like you're going to break it, but they pop right out. But to get the covers off, all you do is you put the small flathead screwdriver in this end right here, and it should come right out. Here, I'm going to set the phone down though. Alright. Once you have this piece up, just pulls right off. And these are the map light replacements, or LEDs. So let's put those in there. If they don't light up when you first put them in there, you need to just flip them 180 degrees, and they should turn on. So we put those in. Alright, so I got the rear view mirror back in. Put the LEDs in there. They are working. When I first put them in there, I put both of them in the wrong way, which figures. So I just flipped them, and then they turned on and were working just fine. So that's the map lights. Now we're in the back seat. Gonna do the dome lights. So I already kind of snapped it off a little bit right here. So you just get the screwdriver and it snaps right off and reveals the regular lights. Now they gave me two of them. I read in a review that someone wrote from the sellers that you can easily break these if you're putting too much force on it. So I guess that's why they give you two. So let's see about changing that. Alright, so I got the LED in there. What I realized is that this is actually a little bit bigger than this. And which kind of posed a problem. I mean, obviously it works, but it's a tiny bit bigger. As you can see, the diameter of the rings, or the ends of it, have a more height to them on the LEDs. So if you look at this compared to earlier, The tab is definitely bent. Tab bent, me trying to put it in there, and also the cylinder that's on the, I guess that's a positive end, the negative end, not sure. But you can see it's kind of warped compared to the one on the left. The right side one's a little warped. So, but that's not a problem. It's in there snug. It's not going to fall out or anything. And it works. So, should be good to go on that. Snap this back on. Let's see. Should just snap back on. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I've actually realized something, that the trunk light for this kit actually does not work with 9th generation Toyota Corolla. This one, when you snap back that piece and you get it, and what you end up with is a similar bulb like is found in the map lights, which obviously that big block does not fit in there. There's a big square for the trunk. Well, I decided, since instead of wasting all these LEDs, since this one has, oh, is that 12 SMD LEDs, I decided why not put it in there. The kit comes with 3 different ways of connecting it. So, oh shoot, okay, it's good. It comes with 3 different ways of connecting it. And one of those ways is the connector that we used for the dome light. And I guess they give you 3 different ways of connecting that light, just because I guess various cars have different methods. So I'll put that in there, and it has double-sided sticky tape on it, and you just stick it wherever you want it. So as you can see, it gave you 3 different methods. One regular socket plugs in, and then it gives you the option with this. I didn't want to glue that anywhere on here. That would look really tacky in my opinion. Plugging this in and then just plugging this into that. There's not really a place for it, and you would just have this being empty. So I thought that looked kind of stupid. So what I'm going to do is put one of the older other LEDs and put it in here. But now I have more light for the dome light anyway. Alright, so what I ended up doing for the trunk light, which is that one I'm replacing, I got one of the extra ones from the dome lights, and I actually soldered the lines for the wires. So like on this extension, there's the red and black wire. I cut this right here, and then I soldered it onto the positive and negative, the black one on the positive and the red one on the negative. So as you can see, and I connected it to that one that fits in here. See, I soldered it in there. I'm letting it sit, see if it gets hot, because I'm not sure if it's going to stop working or get too hot or something like that, so I'm just going to leave it right there. We'll see how that looks. For the license plate lights, what you have to do is take all these clips out right down here. Not the ones on the bottom, I'm not going to take those out, just the ones up top, so I can fold this down. And you can slide this back so that you don't have to take this off. And you should be able to access it. Let me just do that real quick. Alright, so I got the panel down. As you can see, the bulb light goes right there. And the other one goes right there, but I pulled it out already. These harnesses right here just pull right out. Then you have to twist counterclockwise about 1/4 of a turn to get those out right there, the actual sockets for them. Now it seems stupid, but mine have never been changed or swapped out before, and it was a pain in the neck trying to get that out by hand. I gave up. Turns out a 14mm socket fits right around it, and it came out real easy. So these look just like the map lights. You just pull it out. I'm going to replace it with the new one. I'm going to turn my lights on so that way I can see if they're working properly before I put them back in there. Otherwise, it'd suck to put them all back and, you know, it'd be the wrong way. And this little bug was stuck in my light. I don't know how he got in there, but he fell out when I pulled this out. So I'm going to get the other ones, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. LED in the housing. That's a little blurry. Alright, let's see if it's in the right way. Let's slide that on there. Okay, it's not on, so I need to swap them. Alright, I swapped it 180 degrees, so now it's working. I'll just do that to the other one. Alright, so I got both of them working. I already put this one back in. So you just put them back in the housing. Once you get them, make sure they're lit. And then you put this back up. And then that is it. You will have changed all of them. All to LED. And now let's see what it looks like when it's dark. As you can see, it's very hard for the phone to pick up. But you'll be able to see. Let me see if I turn the lights on. And close that door so it doesn't make all that noise. Okay, so let's see how bright they are. Turn the... Ooh, it's actually a lot brighter. It's a nice cool light to it. It's a white light. It's still very hard for you guys to see. Let's turn the other one on. A little bit better. Again, of course, it's hard to see lights when you're in the with these cameras. Let's see how the trunk light they gave us looks with trunk light that I put in the dome is extremely bright, much brighter than before, which is very cool. See how it looks out from the outside. Man, everything looks much more lit up. It's very hard to see with the camera cell phone. Can't take in a lot of light, which is kind of disappointing, but it lights up much more. Here, turn my other LEDs on the floor on. See how those show up. So I got those on. You can't see in the back seat. Still really hard for the phone pickup. Anyway, that's what these look like. They're extremely bright. Now let's go to the back. Okay, it's much brighter in the trunk with this. That's whatever. It's not like I'm going to be looking at that anyway. It's just the trunk. Again, you can't really see it that well because it's dark. See how the... Oh yeah, that looks much nicer. It's not an orange color. Guess that's about it. Looks pretty good. Definitely recommend this kit. It's like, I think it was $7, but shipping was $4 for me, where I live. So if y'all want to check out my channel, I've got other videos. But I think this will about do it.